What is up, you guys? In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about Amazon FBA and what you need to do in order to have a successful Amazon business. So with selling on Amazon, it's pretty easy once you learn all the steps to build a long-term business. What I personally like to do is private label. This is when I source products from China, find a manufacturer, slap my logo, my label on the product, send it to Amazon's warehouse, and then start selling the product from there. Of course, there's going to be a lot more other steps involved with it, like finding a good product that's in a low competition niche that you're going to be profiting. It's really important that you know all the steps for that. But I'm going to show you guys all the information you need in this video that is going to be important, because there's a lot of information when it comes to selling products on Amazon and selling products online. You always want to make sure you have all the proper data in order to be successful with it. So let me show you guys here on the computer exactly what I mean. So here right in front of me is Helium 10. Helium 10 is a software that I personally use to grow my Amazon FBA business. It gives me the data and tools to find products that are not so competitive and stuff. If you ever want this, if you ever want Helium 10 by any chance, it's going to be in the description down below. I'll give you guys a discount code. But yeah, this is what I personally use to grow my Amazon FBA business. So you can see here on the custom sales, right? You can see the gross revenue. I hit $1.6 million in sales last year and net profit of $496,000, which is insane, because I personally don't have that much money when it comes to selling online. I've been selling probably around 7 years on Amazon, but I started up with very little amount of cash, and what I did was I initially started my first product, and what I did with that cash is I reinvested in the business and I grew it from there. So I pretty much was averaging around $300 profit off my first product. I got that money, I reinvested it in the second product, started making $600, reinvested in the other product, started making $700, $800. What I like to do and what I like to teach people if they're interested in selling on Amazon is look for products that you're going to be making $200 to $300 profit per day, which is extremely doable. You can see here with the numbers, like I said, I'm currently averaging $1,300 from yesterday with all sales. I mean, with all the fees of the products, I came in profit $1,300. You can see here the sales of $3,300. But what I really like to look at is the profit. That's what's staying in my pocket. That's what's really important to me. So another metric that you want to look for when it comes to selling online, and especially on Amazon, is the profit margin, right? Nobody really seems to talk about this, but I like to aim for a profit margin of 35% or higher. You can see here last year, this is the metrics from last year. It was a little bit lower because I had to liquidate a bunch of products because they weren't selling so well, but it's 30%. This year, I'm doing a little bit better with the margins. Yesterday, it was 41%. So I like to stick with 35% or higher. It's really important. So yeah, to me, that's what's most important when it comes to all of this stuff. So, if you're new to this channel, I would really appreciate if, you hit that like button, subscribe. It means so much to me. This is a pretty new channel, and it would help out a lot if you can just do that. I would really appreciate it. But you want to also make sure you look at that profit margin. It's really important when it comes to that. So what I do when it comes to Amazon, right? There's two different methods when it comes to this, right? I do private label. Private label is when you source a product from China, customize it, and then you're building a long-term brand and a business with it. So what I really like about this is it's not just selling on Amazon. It's not like that. It's building a long-term business. You can think of Nike, Adidas, Puma, all these other people. They're doing the same exact thing. All the big box stores and all this stuff, that's what they do. They literally get their products from China, ship it to the US, slap their logo on it, even if they're doing a real retail storefront or anything like this. What I'm really trying to say is that when you do this long-term business, is that you're not just selling on Amazon, you can sell on your online store, you can sell on TikTok, you can sell on Etsy, you can sell on Poshmark, you can sell on anything. Let's say Amazon years from now does like disappears, you know, or something like that, then you can sell on the next platform. You're building a long-term business that investors can even buy from you. I've had somebody offer me $1 billion for my business already, and it's crazy because like I've never started with that much money before. So yeah, it's really, really important that you do that. I personally like private label. There are some people that are teaching retail arbitrage on Amazon, and this is more like a side hustle in my opinion. Retail arbitrage is like, what they like to do is go to like Marshalls or Ross or things like that, look for clearance items, and then try to send it to Amazon's warehouse and sell it there. But the only issue with this is that Amazon is really, they're really strict on this, because if you could do that, then anybody can send over counterfeit items and stuff like that. Nowadays, they want authorization from, like, in order for you to sell Nikes, you need to be authorized by Nike in order to sell those products. A receipt might not just cut it anymore. They're really a lot more strict, especially with new sellers. So that's the difference between two different types of niches that you might see and run into on YouTube. You might see some people teaching you how to sell on Amazon, but they're teaching you retail arbitrage, and you might see other people and it's private label. So I just want to make that clear to you, what it is and how to get started, right? So private label is what I personally do. I recommend it way more than retail arbitrage, just because you can make a lot more money. I really don't do that much work when it comes to Amazon. I probably work like 2 hours a day when it comes to the Amazon business. I just need to make sure the products are doing really well, they're high quality, they're on the first page, and I teach you guys all of that like for free on my YouTube channel. I even have a free course where I teach you guys how to do the whole process. Literally, you can learn 5 minutes from now if you want to check it out. It's free for you guys. Nothing is needed. You can learn how to do it. And I also include a more advanced course. The more advanced course isn't free. It is $99 a month, but it's a lot cheaper than what these people are like trying to sell. I see people trying to sell courses for like $2,000. It's insane. I can't believe how they're doing that. Like, I wanted to make it as like accessible to everybody, so I made it a monthly membership of $99. That way you can kind of finish it in 1 month, maybe if you're really serious, 2 months at most. So, you know, you have access to all that valuable information, because I have like so much hours and work on that course. Like, it gives you all the mistakes that I've personally done, and trust me, you don't want to make mistakes when it comes to growing an online business, right? But there's a bunch of free course, a bunch of free content on there that you can check it out. And if you want the more advanced course, you can always check that out as well. So let me show you guys exactly what makes a good product to sell on Amazon, right? So we're here on Helium-10, and I want to show you guys. This is personally a product that I like to sell when it comes to selling on Amazon. Why is this a good product to sell? So let's break it down into 3 categories. This is what I like to teach people. You can see here in the 30-day revenue, this person has made $124,000. I know this because of the Helium-10 plugin that I have on this browser here. Like I said, it's a monthly subscription with Helium-10. Highly recommend it. It's allowed me to really scale and grow my business. So why is this a good product, right? Let's break it down to 3 categories. I like that it is small and light. So you want to make sure that you're selling a product that's small and light, just because you're going to be paying a lot less in shipping fees. Shipping fees are a huge cost when it comes to selling on Amazon. It's the smaller, the better, in my opinion. Like, you want to sell something that is less than 3 pounds ideally. Something that's small and light, because you're going to be paying a lot less shipping fees from China to Amazon's warehouse. And then when a customer buys your product, you're also going to be paying the shipping fee. the customer never pays shipping because, you know, they have Amazon Prime and it's always free shipping. But who's really paying the shipping is the seller. They don't really tell you that, but that's how it goes. You're going to end up paying the shipping. So you want to make sure you're selling small and light products. If you're a more advanced seller, maybe after a couple experience of years, then maybe you can, you know, sell heavier products. Personally, I don't sell anything that's 3 pounds or more. It's not worth it for me. So let's talk about what also makes this a good product here, right? So it is in a not competitive niche. That's what I really like about it. That's a very, very, very important detail that I like to make, right? So we're gonna put eyelash extension glue, and let's do a search here. Eyelash extension glue. You can see here that you have a bunch of eyelash extension glue. And how do I tell that if it's a competitive niche or not? It's a lot of information for just one video, but I'm going to try and make it as brief as I can for you guys. So let's go here to the ASIN. We're going to copy this ASIN. The ASIN is like the identity of the listing. You're going to go to helium 10. We're going to go to Cerebro, right? And we're going to paste in this ASIN, paste it here. Like I said, this is a lot of information for a beginner, but I promise you all this information is on my course. It teaches you step by step. And when I first started selling on Amazon, I was really intimidated by the whole process. Like, it's a lot of information, but once you start your first order, your first shipment, it's a piece of cake. So I just got all the main keywords for this listing. We're gonna organize it from the most search volume, right? You can see this niche, right? Lash glue is searched up 80,000 times every day. Lash glue. It's insane. That's so much. But we are also going to be looking for the CPR. Let me just drag this over here. Yep. Now we have the CPR here. The CPR is a really cool metric that Helium 10 has to offer. This is how many units you have to sell in the next 8 days to get ranked on the first page of Amazon. So this keyword gets 80,000. You have to sell 129,000 every day in order to get ranked on that first spot for lash glue. Lash glue gets searched up 80,000 times every day, which is insane. You can look at the history here. It's dropping a little bit. You go the 90-day, on average 80 to 90,000, right? Great. So let's go to the second next best one, right? Lash extension glue. So you can see this one is 42. So I like to look for products that have a CPR of less than 50. That way I know I could get them ranked on the first page. This keyword is pretty high, but all the other keywords are very doable and manageable that you can get them ranked on the first page without problem. So a little bit competitive from what I've seen in the past, because it has changed, but it's still very doable that you can get this ranked on the first page and make a ton of money. So these people are making $125,000 in revenue in just 30 days. Crazy, right? 44,000 units sold this month alone, and they only have 4 stars. Imagine if they have 4.5 stars, you would be taking over the competition. So let's go here, and I want to show you guys what's really cool about this. You're going to go here, and let's look at all the products that they're selling. You can see they're selling 10,000 units of lash extension shampoo, lash extension glue, 2,000 of this one, 4,000, 10,000, right? The numbers are insane. I'm telling you right now, I know for a fact that these people are making $1 million every year selling products just like this. Lash extension glue, lash extension shampoo, all these little things and accessories. You're making so much money off the most randomest things. So like, I just want you to know that you can make a ton of money selling products that you wouldn't even think that you'd be a millionaire from. So it really comes down to the data and the competitive niche that you're getting into. So it's really, really important. I really can't stress it enough how important it is to look at the data when it comes to Amazon. Like, it's a crazy, crazy amount of how much money that they're making. So let's go back here, and I want to talk to you guys one more thing. So we know that we want something small and light, right? We want something that's not in a competitive niche. And the third thing I want to talk about is finding something that gives you a profit margin of 35% or higher. Why and how are we going to do this, right? So 35% is really ideal because you want to be making money on Amazon. You don't want to just, not know how much profit you're going to be making, right? So what I like to do here, make it real simple and easy for you guys. You're going to look for the ASIN down here at product details. You're going to copy this, right? You're going to go on Google and type in Amazon FBA calculator. You're going to go down to this one on sellercentral.amazon.com. You're going to click that right there. Continue as guest, paste this ASIN, and this is going to tell you the Amazon FBA fees that you're going to be paying. So this person's paying $4.21. This is what Amazon is charging. This is the shipping cost for the product. So now we're going to put the product cost here. So ideally, I know I could get this product for around $2 and maybe 50 cents. Shipping might be 50 cents if you're doing cargo shipment with a ton of product. So net margin 50%, which is more than 35%, which is amazing. Net profit would be close to $11, right? So let's say that these people were selling 4,000 units on their last thing. So 10 times 4,000 is a lot. Is that 40K? 40K in a month that they're making in profit off that one product? I think so, if my math is not wrong. Yeah, 40K. So it is insane the profit that they can be making with just one product. $40,000 net profit off this one product. And I'm being pretty generous. Yeah, so what you want to do to find a product like this is you want to go on Alibaba.com and type in eyelash extension glue. I have more videos on that in my YouTube channel. If this video was helpful to you guys, I really appreciate if you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. And that's about it, guys. If you have any questions regarding Amazon FBA, how to get the process started, what you might be running into, leave a comment down below. I'll help you guys out as much as I can. Also, feel free to check out that new course that I got for you guys. It's absolutely for free. Help you guys out as much as possible. And if you're interested, you can check out that more advanced course. But that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.